Hi there, in this video I'm going to show you how you can create this very simple yet very powerful Upwork automation in 3 simple steps. Basically what this automation does is it grabs all this data from job listings in Upwork, it filters them, it organizes all this data, it passes through AI, and it logs all that information in a Google Sheets that looks a little bit like this. I have the title of the job listing, the level, the budget, the project type, a summary in 1, 2 lines, the full description, the skills required, the URL for the job posting, and very important, the drafted proposal. So if I like this listing and I want to apply, I simply copy this proposal, I click the link that leads me directly to the job listing, and then I copy paste and I apply. So without further ado, let's jump right in and I'll explain how can you build this yourself. All right, so yes, I'm going to show you how you can build this yourself, but don't worry, in the end of the video, I'm going to explain how you can get this system for free. So to get this system online, you will need a couple tools, not a lot. Of course, you'll need an Upwork account, so this automation is for freelancers that are looking for new gigs in Upwork. You'll need a Make.com account. Make.com is this no-code automation platform where you can build automations, automate processes in a very visually appealing way. It connects thousands of different apps, and it's free to start with. If you create your account with the link in the description, you'll be supporting the channel. You'll also need an OpenAI account. It's not free, but you pay per usage, and it's very, very cheap, so you can do a lot. And of course, you'll need a Google account, which I'm assuming you already have. So to get started in Make.com, after you create an account, you will land in a page like this. This is our dashboard. You can see the operations you're using, the usage over time, and you can see also the scenarios. Scenarios are basically the workflows that you have. So you can, on the top right corner, you have create a new scenario, and this is where we start our workflow. Um, Upwork does have, here you have this search bar where you can search for all the different apps. Upwork does have a module, but it's not easy to work with and also not cheap to work with. It's created by community, so it's not easy or free or cheap to work with. So to make this work, we need a small workaround. So the first step that we're going to do is actually go to Upwork, log into our account, and we see up here, we see find work. On the find working tab, if we search for something, so for example Google Ads, it gets us into this search page. In this search page, the first thing we have to do is leverage Upwork filters. So let's see, maybe I'm just looking for entry level and intermediate gigs. I want hourly, maybe the minimum of, I don't know, 35 whoops $35 per hour. For the fixed price projects, I want from 500 to 5K. Maybe just less. Maybe if we are starting, we just want gigs with low number of proposals, 0 to 10. And we can also leverage the location here, just Americas and Europe, for example. So we can have like a bunch of different filters, just leverage them, because the more niche we go, the more appropriate our message will be. We can also leverage here the advanced search and include keywords or exclude keywords. For now, I'm just going to leave it like this. And the first step that I'm going to do is I'll just have to copy this URL. And the first scenario, the first module that I'm going to use is an HTTP request. Make a request module. And I'm just going to paste the URL here. So this is the first step. We're just filtering all the gigs in Upwork itself, and we copy the URL to this HTTP request. Then we just need to do a little trick here. We need to, because the output of this will be an HTML and we want text. So the output data will get processed here, and it will process to text. So that is the first step, and it's a very simple step. Then for the second step, we need an AI module. AI is going to do most of the work for us. So we will need AI in this workflow, and we will need a very solid prompt. To get started, we'll have to find the OpenAI module, and we will select the create a completion module. So I'm assuming you don't have an account. So to create an account, you just click add to add a new account, YouTube, and we need two things, API key and organization ID. For that, we'll have to go to our OpenAI back office, and we have to find these two values. So if we click on dashboard, we see API keys on the left, after logging in, of course, API keys, and then we just create a new key. This is YouTube, create a secret key. There we go. We have a new key to paste in our workflow. And then we have to find our organization ID. This is done. If we click on our manage projects, organization general, we just copy this. You'll probably have, with this new update on OpenAI back office, you'll probably have to add some credit in order to work with the API. But once again, it's very cheap. You pay per usage, and the API usage is very, very cheap. So after we have a connection, you'll see up there, sorry, the connection has been created. Create a chapter completion. We're going to select the latest module, GPT-4o. Okay, now we're going to have to add some messages. For the system, which is like the context, I'm going to copy all this context prompt here. Don't worry, I'll be sharing this prompt in the end of the video. But basically, what I say is, I'm going to share nothing else other than job listings from Upwork. Your job is divided into tasks: process data, identify all the job listings, and output them organized with the respective fields, and craft a tailored proposal to apply to all job listings, respecting the proposal guidelines shared below. And then I give like a little bit more details of all the tasks that it needs to complete. Something that I encourage you to do, I'll share this prompt in the end. I'll just add a little bit more context about yourself, what you do, what your offer, like maybe you can copy your CV here, maybe more information of your portfolio. So I'm just going to do something very simple. I'm an expert in Google Ads with vast experience in conversion headlines. I've worked with clients of all dimensions in many different industries. Once again, this is very simple, very broad. This is not going to be any specific. I encourage you to copy all the information here, just to give more context to the AI agent. So basically, just copy all this as a context, and then as the user. So this is as developer system, and you paste all the context there, and here we just have to click this, which is basically that is the data that comes from here, processed from Upwork. Something else that you must do, besides the prompting, we need to first, we'll just remove these, maybe put 16k max completion tokens, and here under the advanced settings, we need the response format to be in JSON, and we want to parse that response. So that is about it, and we can run it already to see how it looks. It might take a while depending on the size of the page of the prompt that comes. Okay, let's see. So the output of the first one, the data, you see, it's like it's an HTML code of the Upwork page itself. Here we process from HTML to text, so it's already text. Yeah, it still keeps the most relevant information, but it doesn't have all the HTML tags. And here the result of our AI module is already the three job listings with all the information: title, project type, budget, summary, and so on. So now the next step we need to do is we have one result with several job listings. I want to process the job listings individually. For that, in make.com, we use an iterator. It's a built-in function. It's pretty simple. We just have to select the array. And in this case, the array is the job listings. It's an array of job listings. So this will break it down and we'll process them individually. So next, I want to log that information inside my my Google Sheets. So to do that, I search for the Google Sheets, and I want to add a row. So I'm selecting the add a row module. If you don't have an account, you just click add YouTube. So this is pretty simple. You have to allow some permissions so make can read and write in that Google Sheets. So then select by path my drive. I just have to select the right file, Upward Gigs. And now I just have to map all that information that comes from here. I just have to map it. Yes, it contains headers. Okay. So, and it already populates here what is coming from behind. So the title, I just have to map it now. The title goes here, the level goes here. Oops, I clicked twice. Budget goes here, the type here, summary, full description, skills, the date, URL, very important, drafted proposal. Okay, and this is it. So basically, this is the basic workflow. And I can test it already to see how it works. So I have 40 job listings at the moment. It's going to run through. It takes there a couple seconds in OpenAI. And it's already logging. So from here, the AI identifies 4 job listings. Here I break it down in 4 bundles. Bundles, basically the items is the unit, which is 1 per job listing, and it already logs. So I should have 44. There we go, 44. We have the title, we have the level, all the information is a quick summary, and I have the drafted proposals. So that's pretty simple, and it's already online. All we need to do now is we need to activate it and let it run. To activate it, all we need to do is we set up a schedule here. So maybe every, let's say I want every 12 hours. I think it's, yeah, 12 hours, activate scenario. So now it's running every 12 hours. So this is already a working system. Of course, the scheduling depends on you, depends on how broad your filters are. Maybe you want to increase it for every 6 hours, every 4 hours. It's totally subjective. But this is not all. I'm going to share with you a couple of bonus features, stuff that I can build on top to improve a little bit this system. But before that, if you're enjoying this video, please subscribe to the channel. I plan to have a lot more videos like this coming your way, tutorials and explaining how you can automate your own systems. So a very simple feature that it's totally worth it to implement is basically emailing me with the notification. So I want to imagine every 12 hours when I scrape these new job listings, I want to email myself warning me there's new job listings, so I can easily in my email check if I want to apply for them or not. By the way, before this email feature, um, I encourage you. Imagine like we have drafted proposal, right? And you can tweak the prompt as you like to be a little bit more casual, maybe a little bit more professional, maybe longer proposals. Maybe you can put a lot of your personal context, so the proposals are very personalized. However, I encourage you to always give um, some validation thought on this, and maybe add some things, make it a little bit more personal. Don't just copy paste if you want to increase your chances. Um, so that's why I've added this manual step. I'm not sure if you probably could apply automatically, but I don't think that's a good practice, because like this is human to human interaction, and if we want to increase our chances of actually landing that job, I think it's nice to have this validation step and add a little bit of our human touch. So to email ourselves, back to that bonus feature, we're gonna have to aggregate all this information into one text only. For that, we're gonna use another built-in feature function of make.com, which is the text aggregator. We put it up here. The source model will be the iterator, and our text will be something very simple, something like the title, the summary, and the budget. And I want the row separator to be a new row. So now I'll aggregate all that, and then I will email myself. So once again, you'll have to log into your email provider. I'm going to use Outlook here, create and send a message. Subject is Upwork new job listings. And the body, I'm just going to copy that, and then to check more details, access Google Sheets. And I'm gonna copy my own link. I'm gonna copy that link here. This is probably gonna be in HTML, so I should do convert this into an HTML. This I'm gonna email myself. I'm gonna have to blur that information out for sure. So here, this needs to be in HTML brackets. So other. So here I'm gonna do just add this p tag before and after. Well, after it's this one. So we open and close it. And we just open another one. And separate like that, and the separator will be a line break. It should be enough. This. Well, this is a very simple email. That one just to show how it looks. So now it does pretty much the same. The thing is, after logging everything in Google Sheets, I will aggregate that information and email myself. Cool. So now I've emailed myself. Now I can see how it looks like. I'm gonna put it here. Let's see. So I can see here Upwork new job listings, and I've just a very simple email. Or of course you can improve it yourself. I have the title, a summary, and the budget. Title, summary, and budget. Oh, it's missing here. The third one. I'm guessing there was no third one. There should be a third one. Where's my third? Okay, so I guess it only identified two. Okay, the third job is empty. Either way. So in this case, I just identified two. Email me to check more details, access. So I can also have that as a link, a clickable link. In this case, just to be quick, I just paste it like that, so it accesses here, and then I can process it over here. The trick number two is, so if I'm doing this every 12 hours, I just want the ChatGPT to log here the job listings that were posted in the last 12 hours. How am I going to do that? So here, when I iterate on the job listings, I'm going to add a filter, which is last 12 hours. And my condition will be the date is earlier than 12 hours ago. How am I going to do that dynamically? So there's a trick, which is I'm going to add hours from now, which is a dynamic, minus 12. So basically from now, if I subtract 12 hours, it's 12 hours ago. And I just want the job listings that are earlier than that. So this is going to be running every 12 hours, and it's not going to log job listings that are older than 12 hours, just to avoid duplicates. So that's another simple bonus thing that you can do. Other thing that you can do in Google Sheets is you can have filters. So for example, imagine I just want, I already create them, expert only. So I'm going to create them again so you can see. You can create a filter view, and in this filter view I just want experts, and I'm going to save that view, experts. So if you click here, you'll see experts, and you click it, and then you just have job listings that are on expert level. Or maybe, for example, let's exit view. So you are processing this, and I've added this dismiss column where you just click the ones that you want to ignore. If you want to ignore these, and then you create a filter which is without dismissed, which is basically on, where's the dismissed? In the dismissed column, I just want the false values. The true are hidden. So basically what that does is every time I dismiss a job listing, it gets out of my view. It's just like deleting from my it's hiding it from my sheet without actually deleting it. So that's the trick number 3. And something that you can also do here is you can combine these with other searches. Imagine that you are applying for two types of gigs on Upwork. You have a different search. You have different criteria. You just copy a new URL, and you can come here and you basically duplicate the whole system. The whole system starts with a router, and then you just copy paste the new link, and then you have two different searches populating the same Google sheet. And now you ask very well, how much does this actually cost? So everything is free. Make is free to start with. Google is free. Everything is free apart from OpenAI API. And I'm gonna see how much. So in this case, it was 2 job listings. Yes, it was 2 job listings. Let's see how much it actually used. So the pricing of the pricing of the API, it's this one. So it's $2.50 for 1 million input tokens, and the output is $10. I'm just going to do a simple calculation here. So that basically was 3 cents. You pay 3 cents to process two job listings with a drafted proposal. So as I told you, it's pretty cheap to start with. So yeah, as I promised, I'm gonna share with you the blueprint of this scenario. I'm gonna share with you the prompt that I use for the ChatGPT. Most of the work is good prompting in the OpenAI module. I'm gonna share all of that. It's in the link of the description below. You just have to sign up, and I'll send you for free, no strings attached. If you're new here, my name is Miguel from FlowShift.ai. FlowShift is an AI automation studio that specializes in creating solutions and automating processes leveraging AI to make businesses more efficient and grow. If you like the video, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, because there's a lot more videos like this coming your way. In FlowShift, we have several other templates, smaller templates and bigger systems that we have exposed in our website. So if you'd like to see what AI automations can do for you, feel free to visit our website. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.